coast to Missouri's land. We built this life with our own two hands. Cattle, goats, and donkeys too. Horses and llamas, we're a farm that grew. Chickens clucking, dogs running free. This is the place we're meant to be. Let the singing begin, we're the owners now. Through the ups and downs, we make it somehow. The good, the bad, the pretty, the pain. These are the golden days we claim. Mother Family Farm, it's where we win. Let the stinging begin. Sunrise hits, chores on the list. Bowling lanes at night, wood crafts we twist. Jerry's on the forge, Susan's quilting art. Robert's gaming strong, each plays their part. With every day new stories unfold. Living life, it never gets old. Let the singing begin, we're the owners now. Through the ups and downs, we make it somehow. The good, the bad, the pretty, the pain. These are the golden days we claim. Mother Family Farm, it's where we win. Let the singing begin. Years and counting, still going strong. Meetups with friends, our journey's long. From San Diego shores to Missouri's hills, we found our home, it gives us thrills. Let the singing begin, we're the owners now. Through the ups and downs, we make it somehow. The good, the bad, the pretty, the pain. These are the golden days we claim. Mother Family Farm, it's where we win. Let the stinging begin, we're the owners now. Through the ups and downs, we make it somehow. The good, the bad, the pretty, the pain. These are the golden days we claim. Mother Family Farm, it's where we win. Let the stinging begin.
Hello, everyone.
Happy Monday. Hope you're all staying warm.
We're going to get right into this because we have a lot of hellos to say and stuff. So Des came in and Jan's in here. And I'll go back up. Oh, yeah. Jan came in here. Then we have Demoose came in. And Rebecca's here. Thanks, Rebecca, for coming in. And if you see any, you go ahead and jump in.
Well, I don't want to go over you.
That's right.
Well, I'm looking at the
Teresa Jigowitz is here.
Okay.
And then I know Karen got a Lucy's in here too. I saw her name earlier.
Yep.
And
Devil Dog's here.
Devil Dog? Oh my gosh, Devil Dog's here.
Raw. All that stuff.
If you guys don't know what the secret word is, try to pick it up from what people are putting in there. So for the giveaway. So
password.
The password.
We're back to password.
Okay, it's secret for me, her password for her.
Tiffany at Canadian Family.
Oh yeah,
Life.
Tiffany came in here.
Hi.
And I'm trying to see if there's
YouTube Police is here.
Hey Gary, what's up, buddy?
Be careful.
No. Don't give him a bad reputation, but it's bad enough Eddie beats up on him all the time. Which he hasn't done for a whole week.
Poor guy. Poor.
So
KP has Heathen is in the house. Greetings from Louisiana, they say. Thank you for stopping by and welcome in.
Arlene, welcome in, Arlene. And Phil Beck is in here. And Terry Madwood Barbecue is in here.
Madwood BBQ.
So that's
Scotty from Lone Cross is
Scotty.
There's Virginia Alexander. Hi, Virginia.
Trying to see. There's a you're getting that one, huh? KP
Heathen from Louisiana.
So
lots of chit chat. Glad you guys are all talking together.
Yes,
that's good to see. I like that community talk.
People's posting people's links. Gail Southern Living is here. Hey, Gail.
Hi, Gail. I got a package going out to you tomorrow.
And Don Hardwell, welcome in, Don Hardwell. That's the new name. Thanks for coming. And then Peter from Old Man King Homestead's in here.
Welcome in.
Hey, I said that right.
Yeah.
Perfectly. And then the boss, Kevin Henderson's here. Hey, Kevin. Thanks for coming. I think I'm getting close. Henry Leslie from Vermont is in here.
I bet it's getting cold up there for you guys.
Linda from Another Time is here.
Who had a real successful giveaway last week.
Yes, and a lot of chat.
Yeah, that's
hello,
good.
back
That's
and forth.
good.
I'm gonna have to just jump right at the bottom here, but I hate to.
Lynn from the official Ann Lynn show. I cannot say how much I love your cup design. I love it.
God, we said that it threw me up.
Hoagie.
Hooga Homestead's in.
Sorry, my apologies.
You threw me off when you did that. And then Garage and Ron is in here from Garage Aqua 2023. That's one of our guests, is people that were in her live today earlier, and I was in there also. And she had quite a few nice people in that chat, and a lot of them said they were going to come over here to the live tonight.
Christy Bettis is here. Welcome in, Christy.
All right, Christine Betts. And let's see if there's Christine. Trying to go through this as fast as I can. Oh, Fisherman 506. Hey, Levi, how are you?
I checked your community page, Rebecca, and I saw that you weren't feeling good, not doing live tonight. So thank you for the update.
Okay. And then shoot.
Don Hartwell.
I said that's what I said earlier. That's what I knew when I said it.
Oh, here. Okay.
And it's okay to say it again. That way they'll come back again. And Whistle Stop came in. Hey, Ed.
Oh,
and I said, say Fisherman 506. Yeah, Lee. He's here. I said hi. And then
and just kind of scroll back up through the at the beginning of the chat, and you'll see the giveaway word posted by other people.
Yeah, and then Quint's in here. Quint Nelson's in here. I appreciate you being here. And then let's see. Here said hi to Tiffany. And
Kentucky woman Carlene.
Yes, you got that one. All right. I think.
Are you caught up?
I think I'm almost caught up.
I think we are.
Yep, I am.
All right.
All right. Cool. Woo. All right. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show on the, you guys notice there's a gold, and the gold tonight. The gold. Let's see.
It may be gold, but it's gold.
Anyways, it's this pin is what I'm going to do. Taking names right now. I need a background. Give me a background. You got a background? Okay. And it's an antler pin, and it has color to it. You can see. I'm trying to get it right there. Yeah, there you go. You can see the color there. It's actually got some color to it, and it's 14 karat gold inlay metal mechanisms. Here it's it right here. So every $2 that's on the giveaway will get you one space on the wheel. When I get 50 spaces or more, we're going to give it away. And so I'm hoping to get 50 spaces. Well, if I got 50 spaces tonight, I give it away tomorrow. I'll give it away next Monday.
Next Monday.
If I get 25 tonight, 25 next Monday, then we'll give it away the following Monday. But that pin is going to be going, and it is a antler pin, deer antler pin. And
one of very few.
Yeah, one of very few that I've made. And I've only other person who's got one, an antler pin, is Devil Dog. And he's got a Butler Blanc antler pin. So It's different than this. It's a completely different style.
Ron at Garage Aquats, we did say howdy to you. And sorry, hope you got your desktop back together.
Yes.
That's a bummer. That's a real pain in the YouTubies.
Yep. The pin.
So
crash. Our guest is a person that I've been watching off of. Quint. There. That probably almost did for sure. Next week, that's 25 spaces there.
Yes, YouTube. You have the YouTube Police. You have the first Blanc.
Butler Blanc. Yeah, the black one that's made out of buffalo horn.
Yeah.
So, anyways, our guest is a person who I watch because she has koi fish, and don't know much about koi fish, but I love them. I love watching them. I like watching them swim around.
Colors.
I like colors. We have a guy who has a koi farm here. Hi, Ralph. Welcome in. And he actually raises baby koi in all these different ponds he has. But you can't see them in the pond because it's just muddy water. But we have had them on our porch pond that was made like a
5 years ago.
yeah, that was made. It was like
It
a
was made,
like a
but-
water trough you see in the Western days. It was
Yeah.
a wooden water trough that was lined,
And you bought it.
and I bought it. And there's coodles and caboodles of crafts,
Oodles and
oodles and
caboodles.
caboodles of
Okay.
crafts. Hey, Des, thank you, Des. Anyway, so I get back where we went.
We had this pond out on our
Oh.
porch, and originally, let me just interject while
Yeah.
you collect your thoughts. When we first bought this place, nobody had lived here for like 20 years, but there had been a trailer here that had people lived in, and there's this crevice
Sunk hole.
Yeah. out behind us, and Jerry says, "Oh, that'd be really cool to make a koi pond in. We could do this and this and this." Well, every time it rained, every year when it rained so
It would
hard
fill up.
that the water would flow underground and fill up, and the trash would come to the top.
Yeah.
And
Tons
he
of trash.
kept every spring, we're going to dig it out, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and all these labor intensive, glamorous, expensive things he was going to do. And I'm thinking, oh God, we're never going to get it done. We're just never going to get it done. So he found this porch pond. Well, he found this pond, and we call it
A
porch
porch
pond
pond.
because we put it on our front porch.
Thanks to Moose.
And we had the fish out there. And then when it came wintertime, we'd pull them all out. And we had this huge, big
Tote.
tote.
It's a
But it was
tote.
a 20-gallon,
I
30-gallon
don't know how
tote.
many gallons
Huge.
it is. I think it's 30. I think it's like 30-gallon tote.
And in our bathroom, we have a shower and a tub. We use a tub once, I think. But we would pull our California plants.
Hello, Natasha.
Pull our California plants in at wintertime so they wouldn't get frost and whatever. Into
Thanks,
that tub.
Yellow Dog.
Well, we made an area to set this tote on there, and he put his pump and his aerator, and we would bring the fish in, and they would live in our bathroom for the winter until spring?
Until spring, till
When the temperature
it wouldn't freeze. 'Cause one year we didn't bring the koi in.
Last year we didn't bring them in.
Yeah, but I had a heater in it. But there was 1 year we didn't take the koi out. We didn't have koi in it. We just had goldfish, and it froze solid. Remember?
Yeah.
And the fish, all the goldfish we had, it all died. And
Yes, Jen, we saw.
I saw Eddie, and I was going to thank Eddie special with a little ditty for him. Two old people on the couch. Welcome in,
Hey,
Debbie and Mark.
Mark.
Anyways, so I've been watching these people there in Illinois, Indiana, Illinois.
I'm not
Indiana.
sure. I never
can't
saw.
remember. It's one of those
Well,
next doors.
That's question
Yeah,
number
good
one.
question. But they've got a couple different ponds, and I've been watching them with the ponds and stuff. And it's kind of interesting. So that's we're going to bring her up here just a second, because I'm going to do this for all you guys who's done the super chats. All right.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you all. I appreciate it. And okay. So let's go bring her up. And her name is Christine. And here we come. We're going to bring her up. Welcome in.
Hello. How
Hi
you guys
there.
doing
How are
tonight?
you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
We're trying to stay warm. I was going to say, I was looking at the picture at the bottom, and I thought, oh, she got sunshine. And now I realized it's one of your fish tanks that you have in your house.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
So-
75 I just got for Christmas.
I just saw you talking about, I watched one of the videos was on getting the plants from ALA Aquas, and you were going to put them in. You were talking about that tank that you got at Christmas time. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I was surprised. I asked for a 40 breeder and I got a 75 gallon.
Wow.
Wow.
That's cool.
So that may be 40 gallons. Well, that's more than 40 gallons. So we got 5 gallon buckets in.
Oh,
We got
yeah.
like 7. So it's probably
Yeah.
50 gallons, maybe
Yeah.
total.
And it's not totally full. So
No.
anyway, where are you located?
We are located in Illinois.
What part of Illinois?
We are, how do I explain it? About an hour and a half south of Chicago and about 50 minutes north of Champaign.
So farther.
Okay. Now I'll tell my family
Okay.
history. My father grew up and his family, siblings grew up in Illinois. My grandparents had a house in Springfield, and the Reveal family had, not the Reveal family, the Goodwin family had property down in Champaign and did soybeans. And we would go back and visit during the summer. And I still have an aunt that she used to live in Danville. I'm not exactly sure where she's at now. So I know the general area.
I know where Danville is.
Yeah.
When I got hired on the sheriff's department, that's where back in the late 80s, early 90s, we had to go down to go pick our uniforms up down in Danville. So I know where Danville's at.
Yeah. So it's kind of the middle of the state.
Okay. We're
So
still
they're
up north of us.
Yeah, it is north of us, and it's sort of parallel because if you go this way, you're going to St. Louis, and she's just a little bit down.
Okay.
Anyway.
All right. So my question to you about the koi is, how come you raise koi? What got you started in raising the koi?
Well, I don't want to say that I raise koi. I have koi.
Okay.
And my whole reasoning for having koi fish was to go back to the fish that I had in my ponds back when I was a child. I loved koi since before I was 10 years old. I've always loved koi fish. Although they are a lot prettier now than I remember as a child.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course, I'm the one who dug my first pond in the backyard with a hefty garbage bag and, that whole thing.
Well, in the ponds that you have, they're like in the front of your house, aren't they?
No.
They're in the back?
They're in the back.
Okay.
The man-made ponds that I made are in the back.
Okay.
We have a 1/4 to a 1/2 acre pond in the front.
Okay.
So,
Do you have koi in there too?
Yes. We
Okay.
have koi and bluegill.
Right. Now, the ones that you built in the backyard, I saw that they're built down below the ground. Looks like 1 foot to 2 feet.
The top one is 6 feet deep, and the smaller one to the ground is 6 feet deep, and then it slopes up to 3 feet deep. So yeah, you figure our frost line in Illinois is 3 feet. So you're gonna want to go deeper than 3 feet for the fish.
Okay.
So we made sure both of the koi ponds were at least 6 feet deep.
And you have a bog between the two, correct?
Correct.
So now in your bog, you have your plants in the bog, right?
Correct.
And so your water, you filter your water to go into the bog, and then into your holding ponds, I guess you want to call them.
Well, what it does is the bottom pond is actually the main benefactor of that whole system because the pump is on the bottom of the bottom pond. It gets pumped up to the top pond, and then it goes down a waterfall into the bog.
Okay.
And goes down a waterfall and back into the bottom pond. But there also are drum filters on the bottom of both ponds. And there's an external filter, a WASA filter on the bottom pond. And that is basically because the bog is nowhere near ready or mature or finished.
Okay.
So
well, the video I saw, it looked like to me that the ponds are pretty much on a level ground, but I guess there must not be if you have one up higher. It just looked like it from the video.
Yeah, the top pond is way taller.
Okay.
And then it goes down, and then it goes down again. So they are on a different level.
And so how many koi fish would you say you have? Roughly 100, 200?
Yeah, it's up there. I really honestly couldn't tell you. It's at least 100 or 200. I know that.
But you don't raise them yourself. You just bought them here and there, or ones you liked, or
yeah. I bought them and started collecting different ones that I knew that I wanted. I did have 2 of them spawn last year.
Oh.
And I kept all the babies from that, which brought my numbers up exponentially.
Yeah.
And a lot of them, when I drained the top pond, got moved into the front pond in the front. And then the ones that I wanted to watch that I thought would really look good as adults, I kept in the bottom pond so I could watch their progress to see how
Okay.
they would come
And,
out.
and how many were spawned? How many babies did you get?
There, you can't count. There's so many. It's
So many.
yeah.
Okay. So did you everybody survived, or did you have some
No, they probably, if I had to guess, I'd probably say there was, I don't know, probably 1,000 that spawned, maybe 700 that survived, if I had to guess.
Wow,
Well,
even that.
The koi pond, the koi place that's here in Neosho, they have, I don't know, they must have 10 or 15 ponds all over, and they got kois in there, and they spawn in there. They bring the babies. I guess they net them all out. They put them in. They've got these little like kiddie pools that they've got several kiddie pools, and they got different sizes each pool. And when I've gone there and bought fish right from them, I pay $10 to $15 a piece for them, but they ship. I guess they ship koi all over the world, is what he's telling me. But I decided our porch pond wasn't going to last very much because it was starting to fall apart. So I decided before I had my knee surgery, I was going to dig my own pond. And I dug one that's 8 foot wide, 22 foot long, and about 7 foot deep. So we still have a lot of work to do this spring. I have videos that I'm going to be putting out on that, but I got to put, I got to get carpet lined in it, and then I've got to put our liner in there. I've got the filter in the bottom, but I bought all my fish filter stuff from this koi company, that he actually has, and he's a nice guy, and he's helped me out. Said you need to do this, you need that, and I had the knee surgery. I can't get down on my knee anymore, so it's been hard to finish off the pond. But that's one of our goals to get done this spring is to get the pond done and get the fish in that pond.
Yeah.
Not the bathroom.
Now, are you going to make it? Are you guys going to have it ground level?
It's going to be about a foot or two above ground level, top of it.
Okay.
We're using some type of, it's not pavers, but
It's
we've got some brick to lay
yeah.
around the top to make a border. It's not like you're gonna walk and fall into it. You're gonna trip.
There'll be an edge, and there'll be rocks around all around the outside edges.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's got a filter, a pump, and like a pool filter and a pump, and it's gonna have a waterfall also built on one end. So I'm going by what he has told me what to do. So I'm trying to build it the way I want it, but with the right stuff to be sure the fish survive.
Yeah.
Garrett, YouTube please wants to know if you can eat.
No,
koi.
Gary, you don't want to eat koi.
They're
too
decoration.
expensive.
Yeah, when you some
And koi like I may be wrong because I said I don't know that much about koi, but aren't koi like a grass fish like carp?
They are carp.
They are carp. Okay, so koi.
Koi literally translates from Japan into carp.
Oh, okay.
Carp is the American word. Japanese word is koi.
Okay.
oh,
It
okay.
literally translates to that. So you're right.
I was guessing.
Yeah.
I just knew they look a lot like carp, but they're pretty to look at.
Oh yeah, they're absolutely gorgeous. I think
I
there's
had-
like over 100 different varieties. I mean,
Yeah.
there's so many, and you can't keep up with all of them. It's just there's so many different koi.
And I've seen some very, very, very expensive ones.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, I went to the first ever All-American Koi Show last year in Las Vegas.
How was that? Overwhelming.
In a way, yeah. It was overwhelming. It was an experience. I'm thinking I might want to wait 4 years and go back on the 5th year. There's my koi sister.
Yeah.
Maureen and I. That's Maureen from Keith's Koi Haven.
right, I saw her this morning on your live.
Yeah, we're thinking maybe give it 4 years off and go back in 5 years and see, because Maureen has had the unique opportunity to go into the UK to go see their koi shows. And so she has the ability to say, okay, this is the American version, this is the UK version. There's a big difference. Yeah, we need to step it up here in the States with our koi shows, that's for sure.
I worked for a company after we moved here into Missouri. I went to work for a company that he was enamored with koi, and we had this huge pond out in the front.
It was big.
And the koi got, where am I at?
Right here, right there.
Yeah, right here. Koi got, they were huge. And when he passed away and the company was getting ready to close down, they sold off those fish. Jerry and I wanted to get a couple, and by the time I got around to getting to the right person, everything was gone, and they had sold them off. So, but they were beautiful. Just to go down there, I'd eat my lunch down there sometime, just sit there and watch the fish, and come up, and it was really cool. Really cool.
There's a place in Branson that we've gone to, miniature golf, and they have water that runs all over this place, and there's little pockets of koi all over this miniature golf course. They got a fake pirate ship in it with a bunch of koi all around it, and it's got to be probably an acre with that fish in the water along in there. And then they got some koi that are, a foot to 2 foot long. Big koi.
So, Christine, how is your winterizing going this year? I saw the video where you made the tent with the plastic from Lowe's, and you seamed it together. How's all that working with the weather that we've been having lately? Because you did that at Thanksgiving time, and it wasn't too bad back then.
Yeah, well, that's why we did it early, because it was a design that we were not familiar with. Last year, we had put together some aluminum frames, and they worked great. And this year, I told him, I said, well, we only did that because we had the fry in the pond, and I could not catch all those fry. There was just no way. Right. So I had to find some way to keep that pond above like 40 degrees. I wanted to keep it warm in that pond because of those. And so we tried doing that, and it worked out. The koi, we didn't lose any fry. It all worked out great. And I said, well, I really want the koi to go through a hard winter like they're supposed to. So my husband came up with this idea to just put one piece of wood and then a tent-like system. I didn't think it was going to work, and it didn't. The wind ripped it and put a big hole in it. And I said, you know what? Let's redo this. All we need to do is just put a sheet of polyurethane over it. We just need to put the plastic over it. And that, because we already have the dog kennel panels on top. So it's not going to let it sit in the water. So the panels keep it up above water. So there's a good foot gap in between that and the water. That's plenty of air. They've got the air stones in there, just like maybe a foot underneath. And I've got the whole heart of the system. The pumps and the filters are all still running. So, yeah, the water temperature right now is maybe 37, 36, because we've had some pretty cold nights.
Right. Oh, yeah.
But they're all doing good. They're doing fantastic.
So you have no ice on there at all?
No, there's no ice under there at all.
And you have no heaters in there or anything like that to try to heat them?
No heaters in there at all.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Oops, I want to put that there.
Shoot. So like last night, our temperature, when I got up at 6 o'clock, it was 4 degrees. And Jerry said when he went to bed last night, it was like 7. What was your temperatures last night? And you had no.
Yeah, we had, I believe 3 degrees. And then we had like 6 degrees this morning.
And so your water temperature is still staying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's being circulated and moving around. It's not just sitting there. Yeah. Now, are the ponds, like our pond's going to.
Hey, Kevin.
Our pond is going to be,
it's rectangle.
It's rectangular, and it's east-west. So
it's the 22 foot long, runs east to west.
Right. So we're going to get the north wind, not so much west wind, because there's several things kind of like, wind breaks or whatever, but we are going to get some north wind. So we'll have to.
Well, yeah.
And the south wind sometimes gets cold on us too, which sounds dumb, but It does. Hey, Adrian, how are you?
What about shade? Is there going to be any trees nearby or anything?
Yeah, there's a tree right next to it, or right next to it.
Like
There's a big tree.
that
We have
hangs
a
over it.
huge tree that hangs over. I'm gonna put a netting on an angle to catch all the leaves, try to keep the leaves out of there. And
So it's
you
going
know,
to be offered some shade in the hot summer.
yeah, it gives lots of shade in the summertime.
Well, we had this spot out, our propane tanks out there, and then we have a kind of like a driveway or parking lot kind of thing here, and there was this strip of dirt, and
It was just nothing to do with it.
you know, we tried to get, you know, daffodils growing and tulips and all that, and nothing would really take. And I said to him a couple of years ago, I says, why don't we dig that up and make the koi pond there? It's not the big one out in the back, but this is a more doable. I can see this as a finished project, you know, not, you know, half-ass starting it and then it's not getting done, which could happen out in this big crevice area in the backyard. And he's, well, now let me look at it.
And I found liner.
Look at it, and he started researching and checking, and you know, so we did. We dug it out with our tractor, and Lee.
I used a backhoe.
And Robert and I have gone in and did, you know, the
And
finessing of it.
And it has a taper. I mean, the shallow end's like 2.5 feet deep, and then it tapers down to about 4 foot, and then tapers down to the very bottom where the filter drain is at, and that's probably 7 to maybe 8 feet, depending on how much I raise out the side on it. So.
And then he's got a place where we're going to have plants and stuff. Now, do you like that company? Was that the first time you dealt with ALA Aquas, or have you dealt with them?
That was the first time I ever bought plants from him. Yes, Austin is his name. Yeah.
Okay. And you really liked the customer service and the help and all that stuff.
Oh gosh, yeah. He wanted all my information so that way he could send me what he knew would work with my tank.
That's something to keep in mind.
Yeah.
And where's he located at?
That's a really good question. ALA Aquatics.
I can go back and look. I was just wondering.
Hey, Heather.
Yeah, I'm not really sure if he's going to have the kind of plants that you're going to be looking for, though. He sells mostly fish tank plants.
Oh, okay.
And if I were you, if you're looking at plants for like the pond,
yeah,
I would more go towards like a marsh marigold. I would go for like lilies. I would go for like bulrush, you know, stuff like that.
I really liked your plants. I saw you open it. I watched that video and I think, dang, those are really kind of cool.
There's a guy. I don't know if you know the pond guy that's up at. You guys quit. The pond guy that's up in Michigan, I think. And he built Daniel Arms' pond for him.
Okay.
And they have all kinds. I guess they have to have a huge, gigantic pond up there where everything's all natural. You know, and
so that's what you're gonna want to do. You're not gonna want the plants that you saw me unbox were for a tropical tank.
Yeah, got it.
Stop it.
You're gonna want something that's gonna be really hardy outside. Yeah. So and you said you had shade on some of that plant, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Hunter, get down.
The shade on the pond, on that side of the pond, the best plant I would put there is the marsh marigold. That thing will flower all summer long. It'll be your very first plant to come alive in the spring, and it'll be your very last one to die off in the winter. And it will flower pretty yellow flowers all throughout the summer.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Because I have a patch of tiger lilies that come up and bloom in June and July, just off to the side.
Yeah, that's on the west end of the pond.
Yeah, but it's sort of
all the tiger lilies.
Yeah. So that'd be really cool to have those other ones in there.
Well, the only true iris out there is going to be your yellow flag. I would try to get a hold of some of that.
Okay.
Because that stuff is a real good filtration system for your pond.
Is it hard to find? You're making it sound like it's hard to find.
Well, I'm not sure about your laws. Believe me, I'm trying in my back of my mind to think about what if your state was on the you can't have it anymore list.
What was the name of the plant again?
It's called a yellow flag.
I'll look it up.
Yes, Ron, I did mention the pond guy.
And you said marigolds?
Yeah, marsh marigold.
Marsh marigolds. Okay.
And if you do not buy them early before spring, they will be sold out.
Okay.
I have to look at those things.
Yeah.
Well, I found a liner. I went online. I found a company that had liners. What?
That's a funny story.
And because I didn't want to have a liner pieced together. I wanted a one piece liner, and I did find a company. And I don't remember the name of the company right now, but I found a company that made the liners 25 feet. No, is it 25? No, it's 50 feet wide by 100 feet long. And I bought this, and it's I can't remember the thickness. It's really thick. And I bought it, and they shipped it to me on a freight truck.
Yep.
You know, and it came in a big roll, and I had to use the tractor to unload it.
Yep.
You know, so but I've got it out there, and I'm gonna have to have all the kids come over to help me open it up because I don't want to drag it on the ground because I don't want to punch in the holes in it. But I'm gonna
That's the worst part.
get the
Yeah.
I'm getting the pond line. This guy that I it's called what's his name, McBride Oak Ridge Koi Farm. He's the one that told me I need to get carpet. He goes, go get some old carpet and line the pond with the old carpet, and then put your liner on top of that. That way it protects from roots and rocks, which we don't have rocks here. I mean,
With pebbles.
we have pebbles, but we don't have any real rock. And the main thing is just to protect from the roots from the trees and stuff. But it's going to be a chore to get that line that filter liner in there and get it all up. And I'm also the guy that is talking to me. His name's Matt. Matt told me actually sold me a UV light to help kill off bacteria and stuff in the pond. Now, do you use anything like that, or have you not looked at that?
Did he give you a clarifier or a sterilizer?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I just know it's a UV light thing, and he told me be sure you build it with where you could take it out in the wintertime because it will freeze and break the bulb.
Sure. Yeah.
So,
Either one of them. The difference between the sterilizer and the clarifier is the clarifier will basically, in the layman's term, clear the water. Sterilizer sterilizes everything. Not only does it take care of the algae, it kills all of your beneficial bacteria that you don't.
Yeah, I don't think it's that. I don't think it's a sterilizer. I think it's just it's the other
clarifier.
one. Right, clarifier. Because he told me he said that you need to have a waterfall, and you'll have he's going to make this stuff to go in there to help hold the good bacteria in that waterfall to run into the pond also. Which that's the only thing I have to go pick up is the waterfall still. I've got everything else here, and the main thing is I just need to get going on the work. I've got the skimmer to skim the top part off. Already got that in place. So I've been working on it when I could. So it's a big project for the spring to do.
Oh,
And I'm excited about it because I can go down and buy koi from him, and they're small. They're only this long for like $5 to $10. Or he said you can spend lots of money if you want and buy the bigger ones. And I'd rather buy them small and watch them grow up.
Okay, can I just ask? Devil Dog, I don't want to type this because it takes too much time, but I read why you said yellow flag is not allowed in Missouri because it gets into waterways and whatever. But if it's in a contained area, wouldn't it be allowed?
I don't know. I wouldn't see why it wouldn't be. Unless they've got it where you can't get it in the state at all.
That's not the right one. He's got one up there.
He is right in what he's saying because you will have irresponsible people that will take it, throw it out into the waterways, and create havoc.
Right.
But responsible people will make sure they're in a pond, which is why I don't know how. Like I said, again, we're talking about different states.
Right.
But I know that Illinois Fish and Game they're okay with it being in small ponds.
Well, I have a friend that works for the conservation,
We should
and
check
I
with
will talk to him and find out what's allowed here. Because fishing game, we have one fishing game game warden for I don't know 100-mile radius or something like that. There's not very many fishing game wardens around here, but the conservation people are the ones I go to for all that information.
We have an obnoxious weed that comes out every spring, and if you don't get it,
It's not a weed; it's a grass. It's not really a weed. Well, it's a weed. It is a weed.
The purple thistle.
Yeah, it's a weed. Yeah.
Yeah. And if we don't get it pulled out or chopped down before it seeds, then it starts spreading, and it's illegal to have in Missouri, and you can be fined for it if they have the time or somebody to go around and do it. We go out and chop it down every spring, and sometimes it takes us a couple days if we didn't do a good job, the year before, because it has spread. So we're kind of familiar with.
And our neighbors have it real bad. It blows over onto us every time we have a south wind. It blows over onto us.
So we've checked into that before, and we try to get rid of it because none of the livestock will eat it.
No,
so
we used to have a llama that would eat it, but he's since passed on. I don't know if he's passed on because of he didn't pass on because of the weed.
No. So we need to check with Terry on
that.
Yeah,
I'll check with Terry on that stuff. You wrote it down, right?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Okay. So, more question you want to ask her?
So far your winterizing has worked this year.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Because that.
No, Quinn, I'm not growing weed. It's weeds, and the definition of a weed and a plant. A weed is something that's grown where you don't want it.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway. No, I'm going to go in and watch some more videos. I was going to ask her a question before I was going to ask her now. Don't let those guys throw you off.
Yeah, they do. Those guys get going and throw me off. Have you ever done anything like show your fish on competitions or anything like that?
I am nowhere near interested in doing that at all.
Well, that's what I was wondering, because I know they have contests like that where you take and ship the fish to wherever they're going to do these contests. I was just wondering if you ever did it or not. That's all.
No, our interest in our fish were, and always have. Well, since we got them, we moved to this place 4 years ago, and the other property we did put a pond in, much smaller pond, and we knew we wanted a bigger piece of property. Eventually, where I'd like to see our farm go is to have school kids come on field trips to come and learn about the koi and see, have like a pond expert come here to show them different or tell them different ways they could do it, but more on their mental level.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean, that's kind of where I want to go with this. And I want to try to encourage them and spark interest in continuing the hobby with younger generation. That's where my heart and soul is.
That's excellent, Christine. I like that.
That's a good idea.
That a lot. I really do.
So how many acres do you have?
We have 5 acres here.
Oh, okay.
And besides koi, do you have other
animals?
Yeah.
No, because I've pretty much had horses. I've had donkey. I've had chickens. I've had
You've already done it. You've already done
had all that stuff. I've had it basically my whole life. And
okay, you had a joke that reminded you about the joke.
Yeah, Aquatic Moose gave me a joke for you. He said, "What do you call a cow that just gave birth?"
A cow.
A mama.
A muma. I give up.
Decaffeinated.
Oh God, that is boom. There you go, devil dog. Because you use the noise.
Really funny. I'm
that
like,
is
oh my God,
that is
so
cute.
funny. Yeah, because I told him, I said, you know what, guys, I don't know anything about cows. I lived across the street from a dairy cow for almost 16 years, and I still don't know that much about dairy cows. So,
the reason we have cows is because they're fairly easy to upkeep. They're pretty healthy.
But when we moved here, this was cropland. They grew corn on it, and we didn't want to all do corn. And,
Well,
and Jerry
we
ended up,
did corn. We did corn, wheat, and soybeans for the first
thank you.
5 years,
Mhm.
5-6 years,
No more than that.
maybe 10 years.
Yeah, give or take. But we stopped doing it. He went to school and he got all this knowledge and whatever. And one day he says to, and we always had to hire somebody to either cut it or bale it or combine
Spray
it,
it. Yeah,
spray
combine
it, all that kind of stuff. And he says to me one day, and I think it was in the wintertime, I can't remember for sure, but he says to me one day, he says, wouldn't it just be nice to go out and open a gate and have some cows move through and close a gate? And I said, sure. So it's a little bit more involved than that. But
Well,
it's not,
But it's nothing compared to what it was
right.
with the crops and stuff and spraying and and then not getting stuck in the fields because you're combining when it's wet and stuff.
We're not, weather does not determine what we do.
No,
It does in a sense, but
not with the cows.
not with the cows. So that's why we got into cows. And we already had goats because our place was very heavily in poison ivy,
Poison
oak, and we found out that he's highly allergic to all of that. So the goats came in and cleaned all of that stuff up. And then the babies were always cute, so we just kept them.
Yeah, goats are really good at getting rid of poison oak. They'll graze poison oak out for you and nothing flat, and it doesn't affect them. And them eating it, I can still be near them, and it doesn't affect me.
Right. And then we had plans to do things with horses that we bought
Originally,
before we moved here, so we had to move those guys over. And then I wanted a donkey. We went to an auction, and our friend says, well, you can't have just one, Susan. You have to have more than one. Well, that's bullshit. But we ended up getting 2. And so now we've got 5 out there.
Thanks, Jan. I appreciate that. Everybody, if you haven't subscribed to her, please go check her out. And if you like about fish and stuff, subscribe to her. And she has a lot of people that she does a live with that are all in the fish.
Is it a weekly live?
Yes, it is a weekly live on Mondays at noon, my time.
On Mondays at noon?
And she's Central Time.
Central Time, yeah. Anyway, we just started collecting these ants. Stop it.
Stop
it. I had chickens in San Diego. I wanted chickens again. And we raised them from babies many, many times. And I finally found a source where I can buy. They're about 9 months old. They pull them from the chicken houses and sell them. And that's how I keep my flock going. I don't wait for the babies to grow up because I get chickens that already are laying eggs.
We need to do our giveaway. So
yeah,
you want to hang on here for a little bit because we do a giveaway every week, and when it's time to do it. And so if you haven't put the word in, you probably don't know what the word is yet. And I'm going to pop the word up, and then I'm going to go in the other room and we'll do the spin. So everybody get ready to type the word in. And that's Susan's going to talk about what she's giving away.
It's not it's the word doesn't go with what the prize is, except for it's very colorful, like koi fish.
I'll pop you when I get there.
And you shouldn't make me big.
I will.
Okay. It's a 1,000-piece puzzle. And if you're having bad weather, you need something to keep you busy inside, but it's very colorful like koi fish. There you go.
Oh.
That's what the giveaway is tonight.
You just have to give me a chance. I have to, I have to walk in here still.
And then I wanted to, we did a little short the other day. I started it with my my temperature dishcloths, and I'm almost up to today's date, but it's been cold, so I've got a lot of blue colors in there. And the dark.
Want to explain how the colors represent the temperature?
Working on it. The colors represent the high of each day, and I've been tracking them because my yarn didn't come, as I said in the short. But the dark color there's 2 different places. That's when it was below 25. So we've had a couple cold days.
So there's the word. If you guys haven't got a chance to put it in. Christine, if you haven't put it in, try to put it in there so you have a chance at it.
And then
We got 30 people right now in the giveaway, and there's 37 people in the live. So
I'm going to be really mean to you guys for next week after we do the drawing.
you do what?
Des, I've thought about doing a temperature blanket, but that's just too much work for me. But the dishcloth, it's a piece of cake. I got caught up just watching football the other day. So
Yes, I know, Glenn. That dog takes my spot every time I get up, walk out.
yeah.
I mean, where it's at. He comes, jumps in my spot. Keeps it warm for me.
Yeah.
All right, we got 31. We're
I
gonna
think
give this away.
Yeah.
And
We're gonna
everybody-
be Adrian, we're gonna be down to 3 tonight during the night sometime.
we're gonna give this away in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Virginia Alexander.
Alexander.
Yay. Congratulations, Virginia. I'll get this out tomorrow, Wednesday. I'll get it out Wednesday.
Okay, I'm going down, come back out there.
Okay. So next week's couldn't think of anything really cute or, eccentric or any of that kind of stuff. So I went on and I Googled to find out what National
Get
Day
up.
is next Monday, the 27th. So
Ouch.
don't be mad, but next week is National Chocolate Cake Day. And National is going to be NATL Chocolate Cake Day. All one
Are
word.
you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
No, yeah, no. It's not. We're not typing all that in.
Yes, we
We
are.
just make chocolate.
All right, we'll just do chocolate. But it is National Chocolate Cake
We're
Day.
just doing chocolate, everybody. I'm not typing all that stuff in.
Always have to.
I end up spelling something wrong, so we're not. We're just have the word chocolate. I'm putting my foot down.
Okay. Chocolate is
What do
the
you
word
want?
for next week. And
buddy.
we got 2 old dogs here.
Yeah, these
Anyway.
dogs all want some attention.
Oh.
Only because we're doing it live.
So that's that.
Okay, so what the heck is that? Oh, I know what that is.
Virginia. She's been a multiple winner
Yep.
before. So anywho.
Appreciate you guys giving the super chats, and then we'll definitely be doing the pin next week, and we'll do that right after we do the introduction. We'll do the pin because I
See,
know
Devil Dog said it wasn't that bad to write out.
he can come here and type it in.
No, the word's just chocolate. Just chocolate.
You know,
Just
but,
chocolate.
I think it's all because when you get up there, it's be 2 lines. When you have all that much in there.
Yeah.
I'm not doing a Jesse stuff.
Yeah.
So
Anyway, Christine, I thank you so much for joining us tonight. I really appreciate it. I hope we didn't bombard you too much, and your knowledge is phenomenal with your goal or your dream of being an educational spot for school kids. I love that. I keep my fingers crossed.
can
That all works out.
I call you again or email you again for any questions I may have?
Absolutely. I'm here.
appreciate
Thank you so much for the invite.
No,
Well,
we
we really
appreciate
appreciate it coming up as the koi fish are. I always say I love the koi fish. I mean, I love looking at them, and I love wish I can, can't wait to get the pond done so I can have a bunch
a
in
few
there.
more. We need to get. We also put our feeder goldfish in there that we put out to in our water
In our water
herbs
tanks.
for the cattle, the herd when we move
Yeah.
them around there in different tanks, and they grow up in with the koi fish. So
And in fact, we need to go get more because a lot of our tanks don't have fish
yeah,
in them.
They don't.
But we put the goldfish in the water tanks to keep the mosquito larvae from growing.
Yeah, that's what that.
Yeah.
that's the
And that's
purpose.
basically what the goldfish are for. They're just the mosquito larvae. And we do them instead of koi because they're cheap.
Very cheap.
And there's times that our water tank from one reason or the other, cows played with it or whatever, and it's overflowed and it's washed the fish out. And so I don't want to put koi in there and have the cows washing out, $50 koi fish. So
Well, don't forget too that you can always put gambias in there in the water.
What are they?
That's what we did.
what are those?
Gambias are mosquito fish, and
Oh.
when I had my horses, when we had the troughs, we used to throw like a dozen gambias in there, and all throughout the summer, they would eat all of the larvae that would be at the top of the water. And then when the horse would come and drink, they would scatter down to the bottom and they would always be in there. So that was an absolutely wonderful way to keep all of that stuff out of the water.
And would they be at a pet store?
You can actually get them free from your wildlife conservation. They hand them out free.
And
Yes.
is it spelled like Gambie or
Uh,
does that sound like Gambia?
Just look up mosquito fish,
Okay.
and you should be able to get them for free from your government. They hand out usually, I think they have a two dozen limit that they hand out.
Uh-huh.
I think they hand out like 24 to each farm or person a year, whatever. Anybody can get them, you know.
Okay.
And most people don't realize that their state offers that kind of a service
Yeah.
to them.
I'll have to look into it.
Yeah.
And I know about it because I used to breed those Gambias and I used to give them to the state to give for free. So
Ah.
that's why I know a little bit about those.
You want to say what?
Quint Nelson, you are a very kind and generous friend.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Quint. Appreciate it. I know. So, do you have more questions you want to ask her?
No.
Do you have any questions you want to ask us?
No, I'm very grateful that you guys did not ask me any bovine questions.
no,
I
No.
no. We agreed that we wanted to talk to other channels, and I don't want it to do it like an interview, but we wanted to talk to other channels of things like what we're doing or what, you know, kind of where there's a common interest. And I said, you know, we're doing this koi stuff. We need to talk to somebody about koi. We need to have a conversation with them. And so that's how you got the little, you know, tap on the shoulder and to be our koi conversation. And
Yeah, we do a lot on this farm. We have we have the goats and cows. We have the bees. We have the koi fish. We have
rabbits,
rabbits,
We're going to
and
rabbits.
we have of course we have our 5 dogs and our 3.5 cats.
Yeah.
We have a cat that we have a cat with 3.5 cats. We have a cat that showed up on the farm that lives with the chickens.
Well,
She sleeps with the chickens with the chicken coop.
And
And
then
I love watching you with the chickens because
Yeah.
I actually have a Facebook page called IBC Backyard Chickens.
Uh-huh.
I run that. Most people
Oh.
don't know it. I don't know actually if any of my fish friends know that I run that channel. But
You guys knock it off. You gotta knock the computer off.
yeah, my very first video on my YouTube page I started back in 2011, I believe.
Yes, I saw
It
that.
had my chickens on there.
Okay.
And I just never posted any more of the videos on there. And most of them that I did, I put private when I started the koi up. But yeah, you can kind of get an idea of what I had and what I was doing with the chickens.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like an educational breed identification group to help people, kind of fun interacting thing. But yeah, that's another side thing.
And I met you in Kevin's tuber chat. Is where I
think that's where I originally seen you.
Right, and I came over to your channel right away when I saw it was a koi and stuff. I subscribed right away, and I've been watching channels in the background. I'll watch a channel and I may or may not say something. Most of the time, I just watch the video and make notes of what it was. That's why I know something about the way you built some of your ponds. From the video, we couldn't tell that was a deep end on those ponds. So that's why I thought they were all pretty much level on the ground.
Your friend didn't know you didn't know you knew things about chickens. Wow.
Yeah, that was a tongue twister,
Most
wasn't
people
it?
don't. There's a lot of things my friends don't know about me, but yeah, I have a very wide, extensive background knowledge on a lot of different things.
See you.
I'm master of none.
Well, I'm gonna go pop dinner in the
Okay,
oven.
you got who's live tonight?
Nobody. Rebecca's not feeling well, and I didn't.
Video Chicks going live at 8.
I couldn't tell if the Vineyard Chicks were not. They may or may not be going. It looked like a Louisiana Life was not going.
Oh,
So it's hard to kind of tell.
Karma won't go. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure who's next.
well,
so.
I really appreciate you coming in and being
I
our
do
guest.
too. Thank you so much.
I've learned a little bit tonight, and I may email you about any more questions I have. That Because I mean, everybody has things different. And hey, look who just popped in. That's our grandson in California. No, in Oregon.
Oregon.
Used to be in California. He's in Oregon now.
Yeah. Hey,
Hey.
Austin.
Awesome, what are you up to? Anyways, we appreciate it. And we will
Sign off.
sign off here, and we will see you guys. I'm sorry, I got mental block.
Next
We will,
Monday.
yeah, and we're gonna end this video with our song. If you want to hear our song again, stay tuned. And remember, last week, you guys, when I would give the pin away, the ones who didn't stay in, if you left out real too soon, I came back in and gave another pin away
As an encore.
as an encore, and that was Brooke Trout won that one. So
I missed that. Okay. I didn't know that.
yeah, I played it, and I saw the giveaways. I thought, man, I'm gonna just go ahead and do an encore. So I stopped in the middle of the song and did an encore, and there still was like 30 people in there.
Yep.
And
I missed it.
I gave another pin away then. So, but we will give the pin away the first right after the introductions next week, because I've got more than 50 spots on the wheel.
You got a
So
lot of slots.
I appreciate that, and
Thank you, everybody.
everybody, yes,
Much
and
appreciated.
we will see you all next week, and please be safe.
And stay
And
warm.
and we want to say,
Oh,
if you guys didn't know,
dang it.
yeah, we didn't say it
We're
earlier.
gonna do it first.
If you guys didn't have been told, Lila Newton passed away from pneumonia, and she was a great supporter. We met her at Pinecone last year,
Mhm.
and I'm still in shock that pneumonia got her. But anyways, keep her in your thoughts also,
Her
and her
family.
family, and we appreciate you all being here. So we're gonna go out with our song, and we'll see you all later.
From the West Coast to Missouri's land, we built this life with our own two hands. Cattle, goats, and donkeys too. Horses and llamas, we're a farm that grew. Chickens clucking, dogs running free. This is the place we're meant to be. Let the singing begin, we're be owners now. Through the ups and downs, we make it somehow. The good, the bad, the pretty, the pain. These are the golden days we claim. What a family farm, it's where we win. Let the stinging begin. Sunrise hits, chores on the list. Bowling lanes at night, wood crafts we twist. Jerry's on the porch, Susan's quilting art. Robert's gaming strong, each plays their part. With every day, new stories unfold. Living life, it never gets old. Let the singing begin, we're be owners now. Through the ups and downs, we make it somehow. The good, the bad, the pretty, the pain. These are the golden days we claim. What a family farm, it's where we win. Let the singing begin. Years and counting, still going strong. Meetups with friends, our journey's long. From San Diego shores to Missouri's hills, we found our home, it gives us thrills. Let the singing begin, we're be owners now. Through the ups and downs, we make it somehow. The good, the bad, the pretty, the pain. These are the golden days we claim. What a family farm, it's where we win. Let the stinging begin, we're be owners now. Through the ups and downs, we make it somehow. The good, the bad, the pretty, the pain. These are the golden days we claim. What a family farm, it's where we win. Let the stinging begin.